Indiana State football fall camp coverage is brought to you by U.S. Lawn, the official lawn care provider of Sycamore Athletics. What has impressed you most just overall with your defense that you've been able to learn and get out here and take some valuable time here in practice?
I think the way that they've come together as a unit. I mean, there's a lot of guys getting a lot of reps at a lot of different positions. Again, just trying to find the right mix of the right 11, so we've been mixing a lot of things up. And I think that the way that they've just come together and whoever's in, the importance of execution, attention to details, communication, you've seen it that they've got a lot of pride in their performance. And so that's what I would say. I'd say the way the units come together, the way they enjoy playing together, and obviously, their overall effort.
The safeties room, you have tons of experience in that group, really led by Michael Thomas, who was named the team captain last night. How does Mike continue to not just set the expectation, but continue to raise it?
Number one, it's the example that he sets. I mean, I think it's the way that Mike, lives his life and goes about his work every single day. The way that he approaches meetings, the way that he approaches football away from the field, away from the meeting room. And he said it best last night when he talked about, the thing that Mike wants to do is Mike wants to leave this place in a better place than it was when he got here, and that's really important to him. He wants to train his replacement. He wants the guy that's going to play after him to go, as we always say, the expectations, the position, and he wants that. He wants the room and whoever's going to fill his shoes to come in and have a chance to be great and like you said, elevate that standard and expectation.
Oh, guys who may be a little bit banged up right now, like a Ty Hambright, C.J. Rutherford, they've really showed a lot of promise for you, but that also opens the door to others. So now that door has been opened, who's been knocking at it? Who's been coming through it? And also hoping, I know you want to get those guys back because they're going to help you.
Two guys at those positions, Dwayne Thompson's really come on and shows the ability to consistently make plays and be where he needs to be, consistently day in and day out. Khalil Davis has done a great job of stepping in back there. We've moved him around a little bit, and as a young guy, just seeing the strides that Dwayne and Khalil have made in just this last year, obviously starting off the field with the way that they've changed their bodies and gotten bigger, faster, stronger, but then the way that they've come out here and approached it every single day, their level of communication, their technique, their fundamentals. Nehemiah Montague's, obviously had a tremendous opportunity now with those guys being out. I think that he's come in and taken advantage of that opportunity, and it's really important to him. He plays with a tremendous amount of energy and passion, and has really gotten better consistently every single day. Ray Vollmer's a young guy that's now gotten more opportunities with being able to play the same position as CJ. Hunter Lunsford's come back. Jalen Moss has really stood out. I think, there's a long list of guys there at those spots as we plug them in and again, try to find the right mix and the right 11, they all bring something a little different to the table. They all communicate well. They all have the ability to make plays. They're all going to play on special teams, which is obviously a big part of what we encourage here. So it's going to allow us to keep them fresher throughout the game and throughout the season, but they've all embraced that.
You mentioned them all embracing and just getting better as a group as you almost near the end of camp. What is your I don't want to say closing message to them because you guys are just getting started, but what's the biggest message you want them before you start getting into game week and game prep?
It's always going to be about stacking performances on top and understanding what you've got to accomplish today, of having the discipline to come out here every single day and do what you need to do when you need to do it at the level of expectation and effort that it's going to take every single day. And you can't afford, as you get closer and closer to week one, to have a setback, to have a day where, your legs may be a little heavy, you may be a little mentally fatigued, but you can't have a setback in terms of attitude, effort, your overall, willingness to get to the football, your ability to communicate and talk, because those are the things and those are the habits that you're training every single day when you get out here. As you get into the season and you get into the third and fourth quarter and you're tired and you're fatigued, your mind and your body's going to fall back on those habits you've created. So I think that it's just continuing to train that, continuing to have tremendous attention to detail, compete every single day to get 1% better than you were the day before, and encourage your teammates and take us right into the first game.
We'll talk to Coach Stuck too about his DBs in that room. Mackay, been here, he's done that, looks really good. I feel like here in fall camp. J.J. Henderson's been someone, too, I think that has really emerged transferring in from Stetson. As you go through that group, what do you like as you go up and down the room?
Well, obviously, as you said, starting with Makai as an older guy, as a veteran guy who's played a lot of football here. Makai's a tremendous competitor, a tremendous leader, really sets the expectation in that room, comes out every single day and demands success of himself and of his teammates. JJ's only elevated that in that room, the way that he's come in and the versatility he's brought. Tremendously quick. He reads and reacts as fast as anybody I've seen over there. So I think that, he gives us an added dimension with some of the things he can do. Other guys that have stood out in that room, I mean, JP Osafa's come in and done a great job playing some nickel, playing some corner. A tremendously competitive guy who's got great size and length. And JP, the thing you notice about him is just how conscientious he is and his desire to be great. He's an extremely coachable young man, and you see every single day the things that were emphasized with him. You see him when you turn on the film. Jonathan Edwards come along a tremendous amount, being here a year now, and a guy that we really feel has a very bright future, extremely competitive. The other day he's out there going against who we believe is as good of any wideout as we're going to see in Dante Hendricks, and it's baptism by fire for him a little bit, but again, he shows that competitiveness to come back, line up, and go at it again, and I think that having that ability to go out there and do that says a lot about a young guy. Omar Jackson has done a great job coming in as well. I mean, he's playing some nickel, playing some corner. Omar's a guy that just has continued to get bigger, stronger, faster, has a tremendous knowledge of the defense, and I think as you go on down the line, Cornelius Doe's done a great job. Love the attitude that he brings every single day and the commitment that he's shown to his teammates as he's battled through some things here in camp, whether it was an ankle, whether it was this, whether it was that. You can't keep the guy off the field. Tremendous competitor, and that's what that room is. That room's got a great deal of competition, and they're all competitors. They all want to be great, but they're all invested in each other's success too, which is good.